notes here.
Yeah, you better get your notes, brother. Thanks for joining us at the Cult Fiction Podcast. We have Joe on trivia duty tonight for our Christmas episode, wherein we're going to be talking about our must-watch Christmas movies, whatever the hell that means. Whether that means you have to see these if you haven't seen them, or it means we watch them every year. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. And then we're finally going to have it out once and for all over whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's not going to be once and for all. We're going to do this 2 years.
But we'll see. We'll see. But first, we're going to start with Joe's trivia. He's on the ball tonight. Hit
Okay,
it.
so I want to preface this by saying like we've done this for several episodes now, and literally none of the movies have had anything to do with what we're talking about.
Right.
So I want to be clear that I'm keeping that theme, just in all honesty here.
This is not a Christmas movie. That's what you're saying.
Oh, and maybe we should refine that, or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe it's
I don't
fun
know. It
to
might make
just
it too
random.
easy. It would make it too easy.
Yeah,
Like the whole
kind of.
purpose of the trivia is to mess up your game and
Yeah, and I
know.
like that aspect too, that it kind of throws
Right.
you off,
Right.
messes up your line of thinking. So my first clue, and you guys can let's go text. We'll go text tonight.
Okay.
First clue is going to be sand. Starting the timer now. So text me.
And
Sand.
we're
Sand.
all gonna do the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Like everybody's like, "Oh, I wonder if it's Dune."
The first guess that came through. So where do you
Okay.
want to start with these movies?
You know what? I'm gonna start.
All
I'm gonna
right.
start. I'm gonna take the lead, and I'm just gonna say there's one Christmas movie that I have to watch every year, and I would like to explain why, and then you guys can go. The Christmas movie that I have to watch every year is Scrooged. And the reason I have to watch Scrooged every year is because not just because Bill Murray is a tremendous comedy actor and it's a hilarious movie, and if you haven't seen it, you really deserve to treat yourself and watch it. But because I think that he really captures it at the end of the movie, like what Christmas is about, right? Like the whole, the Ebenezer Scrooge story. Everybody knows Scrooge, right? You know what it's all about. But he really, at the end of that movie, he reveals like what it is. And the reason the Christmas spirit is such a potent thing is because it's overcoming your selfish tendencies and recognizing that this is the part of the year where you try to do for other people and where you really value your relationships. And I'm getting all cheesy and whatever, but to me, that's what Christmas is really about. I think that Bill Murray does such a good job in that last bit where he's talking, that it really is touching, I think, and it is always touching every time I watch it. And that movie is hilarious. It's
Mhm.
hilarious. So
It's one of the best.
it's one of the best, man. It really
all in the
is.
class.
It just captures everything that you want in a Christmas movie. It is, it's funny and it's emotional, but it's also, I think it cuts to the quick, and it really talks about what the holiday season is supposed to be about. And it sets a high bar, but it's really good. It's really
Yeah.
good. It's
Let
really
me
good.
Yeah.
let me mark your argument for just an argument for mine for later, by the way.
Oh, okay, you're gonna argue against.
No, just for Christmas tones.
Okay, all right, all right. No, that's fine. That's fine. By the way, I haven't made up my mind. Just so you know, if you're like pre-arguing about Die Hard, I haven't made up my mind if Die Hard is a
No,
Christmas
I'm just
movie.
going to cite your argument for
That's all
Scrooge.
right. I'm gonna make up my mind tonight whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I want to hear the best arguments from both sides. So that
But
is,
I was gonna say it's kind of interesting that Scrooge was like lambasted by the critics and everything when it came out, and
yeah.
even though there was an interview Roger Ebert did with Bill Murray not long after it, and Bill Murray was like supremely disappointed with the movie.
I
And
remember that. I remember
yeah,
everybody was like, "Oh, this isn't really like a good version of
yeah,
Scrooge," and I'm like, "What are you talking
yeah.
about?"
It's just sort of like over time, it's just sort of found its fan base and everything. But yeah, I
Right.
remember reading that. I was kind of surprised.
You bring up a good
A
point
few
though,
years
Alex.
ago, I went
I
back
kind of
and read
wonder
all the
how many
reviews.
movies that actors have made where they're like they weren't happy with it afterwards, and then it turned out to be just a phenomenal movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
question.
Like Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws.
Right.
Like he hated it. He was like, yeah, I remember there was an interview I saw, like I don't remember if it's a deleted scene or what, like immediately after he was apologizing for it before it came out.
Wow.
He was like, yeah, this is gonna be a mark on my career forever, blah blah
What
blah.
a dork. What
Yeah.
a dork.
I mean, but when you think about when you hear all the stories about Jaws and how what a painful shoot it was and how like nothing
Mm,
went right.
right.
You know, so you can think about being in the middle of it, like out on the ocean, and nothing ever goes as planned. You got to be
Yeah,
like, it's just a shit show.
that
Yeah.
just speaks to
Point shot, take the work.
Spielberg's skill as a director. Like even though everything went wrong, he was still
Right.
able to pull this amazing movie out of it. So
Uh,
do you want to go? Do you want to do your Christmas movie, Alex, or do we want to do a trivia clue
Let's do another
first?
clue.
Let's do
okay.
trivia first, and then
All right.
I, you know what? Somebody guess something, but I'm gonna save my comment for later. Um, First clue was sand. I'm gonna go with frost.
Frosty Sand.
Okay. I think I know what it is.
Really?
Ooh, I'm curious.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone with that clue. That was further down the list, but maybe you nailed it. No. No, Alex. Okay, so what are your movies, man?
So yeah, I mean, the obvious answers are gonna be like Scrooge. You know, I mean, I love Scrooge. We watch it every year with the family, and then Christmas Story is basically the perfect Christmas movie. You know, so I'm always gotta kind of be an iconoclast and go against everything. So my Christmas movie is Bad Santa, because I want to watch it every year sometime because just to get away from all the schmaltzy, like feel good Christmas cheer. Once in a while, you know, like I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, it's like there's that one day in December, like 21st, where I'm just like, dude, I just need to like cleanse my palate of all this shit. It's like, so I just want to see like, you know, Billy Bob Thornton getting drunk and making fun of a little fat kid. You know, I just like, and it works. It just works perfectly. It's just like you have, like, you know, just like when you eat too much candy during Christmas season, you know, it's just like you get full on it. It's just all the schmaltz, all the sweetness, and you're just like, oh, I just need something bitter and acidic to like get my palate back to when it was. And Bad Santa is just a perfect cleanser to it because you could just be like, you just bask in the darkness of it.
So would you say like the December 23rd, like right before you sit down for dinner with the family or whatever, that's
Right.
the best time to watch it is to
Yeah,
just
22nd, 23rd, like Christmas Eve is my Bad Santa time. Yeah, because it's just like yeah, that's just me though. Maybe everybody's different. Maybe like everybody else is like the 31 days in December, they're just full of cheer the whole time. I just get eventually fed up with it, and I gotta release somehow.
yeah,
And
I
Bad
get
Santa is the perfect release.
I get sick of all the peppermint.
Dude,
Yes, exactly. All the
I
candy
hate it so
canes and the
much.
snow and the elves and smiling. I just
I
want to
hate it
watch
so
a
much.
drunkard like beat people.
Eric can attest to this. My mom kept flocking on the front window of my house year round.
Mm,
So it was constantly a holiday at my house with flocking. It didn't matter what holiday it was. 4th of July, President's Day,
weird.
Thanksgiving, there was flocking around the goddamn window.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of
So
weird.
so once December hit and then she went all out with Christmas decorations, I was like, I'm over this shit. I'm done.
Do you want to do yours, Bueller? You want to tell us what your must watch is?
Yeah, I mean, my same as it's always been, and it's not even a Christmas movie, really. Like if you watch the movie, you know it's not, but it feels like a holiday movie to me. It's Rise of the Guardians. Really, if you watch it, it takes place more around Easter
Mm,
than anything else. But it's got a lot of holiday themes because it's based around all the holiday gods, so to speak, or keepers, whatever you want to call them. Santa's a big pivotal character in it, of course, because he is the holiday character. Uh,
right.
but it still feels like a holiday movie to me because of the themes that are in it. Um, yeah,
Who did the voice of Santa in Rise of the Guardians? It was
Baldwin,
Baldwin, Alec Baldwin, right?
Alec Baldwin, yeah,
Yeah, he did a really good job. He did a really good job.
fantastic. Did you finally watch it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
so
never did watch it. I remember you recommending it, but I never got around to it.
I enjoyed it, man. You were right. I enjoyed it.
I like it so much. It's animated, whatever. It's got Hugh Jackman, Alec Baldwin, what's his name, Chris Pine.
Hmm.
I can't remember who does the Tooth Fairy off the top of my head, but like it's an all-star voice cast.
The Rock.
But but it's just fun, and even though it's not technically a Christmas movie, it's just something I like to watch every year. Caitlin, my wife, and I we try to watch the Harry Potter movies. We've definitely got a late start this time around. We're probably not going to make it. Try to watch the Harry Potter flicks to catch up.
Every year.
It's a new tradition.
That's cool. That's a good tradition. Those are
Like,
great movies.
Yeah.
I think we started 2 years ago, and we still have yet to make it through all the movies before Christmas. But it'll happen.
That takes some determination.
It does. It
It
does.
does, man. So I can't, I think Bad Santa is a really good call. Um, there's a lot of fun ones out there. I think Scrooge is a good call. I think Die Hard is a good call.
Mhm.
I don't like the very traditional Christmas movies. I'm not big on like, watching the old school, like the really old school ones. It's just not a thing for me. I would watch Home Alone if it was on right now. I would watch that. And maybe those have become tradition, but if you look at them as Christmas movies, like realistically, when they came out as Christmas movies, they're not Christmas movies. Does that make any
Mm.
sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just had a thought actually about a Christmas movie, and I watched it like 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't seen it in a long time, and it really hit me right. And it was the remake that they did back in the 90s of Miracle on 34th Street, right?
Mm.
Had Richard Attenborough in it,
Mhm.
um, and the cute little girl from Matilda. I can't remember her name. Um, but for some reason, it scratched some itches that I had. Like it was like Alex says, it was kind of schmaltzy, right? But it was also kind of real at the same time. It took place in the real world, and it was kind of like a legal drama. Like the last half of it takes place in a courtroom, which
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? So it's got this kind of legal chops to it that I really enjoyed. And man, that was a great flick. And I haven't seen anything like that. Anything that is like seriously like, hey, you know what? Merry Christmas. I haven't seen that in a long time.
So
Uh,
you bring that up, and I have to. I'm going back to the first time we did this a couple years ago, and the Family Stone is also one that I just
right.
think that again it hits you in the feels and
Mhm.
kicks you in the nuts. And then I have to ask because I haven't seen it in a while: is The Holiday a Christmas movie?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
the
The
holiday,
Holiday.
which one is
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
that?
It's another all-star cast movie. It's got like Jude Law in it, and I'd have to look.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's a Christmas movie. Sure, sure, of course.
You
So I
don't,
want
you,
to.
uh, you don't like traditional Christmas movies. Did you ever see Violent Night?
Oh, of course,
David Harbour?
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was enjoyable.
So I'm anxious to get to Eric's. I know what one of Eric's is, but I know he has
Gonna
more
do
than one.
another clue.
Another clue. Another clue.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do
This
another
one.
clue.
This
So we
one.
got
This one.
sand, snow,
No,
right?
Sand Frost.
Frost, sand,
Oh,
frost. Okay,
That's very important. Sand
very
Frost.
important.
Wheat. Wheat.
Like wheat,
Wheat.
Wheat.
Will Wheaton. Wheat. I'm gonna,
wheat,
I'm gonna go grab a charger, but yeah, wheat.
sand, frost,
Wheat.
and wheat.
all in the same movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
freaking me out a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
We're all
sand,
silent.
frost, wheat. I know, right? That's the wheat
Christmas,
really threw me off. I was
winter in a desert with a phone.
You know what? You're kind of on the right track there, Alex.
yeah,
On the right track.
I think I
Oh,
got
wait a
it.
second.
you think you
Maybe.
got it? All right,
Wait a
send it
second.
Maybe.
off. Send it off.
I sent it
So,
off.
okay, Eric, it is your turn, sir. I am anxious to hear what yours are.
Um, yeah, the one that you guys all know is Jingle All the Way.
Cool.
You know. So
Which is an underappreciated movie, I
yeah.
want to say.
What's
So
that?
I didn't get it, by the way. I didn't get it. I sent off my thing. I got back a no. So
So I apologize. I guess I made this harder than I expected to, and I have to apologize for that. I didn't
Because
mean.
there are other movies that fit into these clues. Is that
They're
what?
definitely, yeah, dude. Like, I mean, my movie Rise of the Guardians fits into the first two clues, and I
Right.
didn't
You said
feel.
Sand and Frost, and I was like, Rise of the
I
Guardians, right?
So when I was coming up with these clues, I didn't cross-examine myself, and that's
Hmm.
on me, dude. That's on me.
That's all right.
Um,
So Jingle All the
so yeah,
Way, and what else you
definitely
got?
Jingle All the Way. Um, we always do Jingle All the Way. We always do Home Alone, and we always do National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Ah, yes.
The Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Dude, Home
So
Alone. Home Alone is a great movie. Home Alone
it
is a
is.
great movie.
It
Home
It
Alone,
is.
really
yeah,
is.
holds up really well.
I don't
Holds
think
up really
people
well.
remember, especially, people of a certain age that is like our age, who maybe saw that a little bit after their childhood, and it would, it really holds up. That's a great movie. Home
I
Alone is
still
a
want to see like a continuation of Home Alone where like you still have Kevin, but he's older, and now he's like doing this to like I don't even know to like hunt down bad guys. Like,
Well, it's funny, they did do a new Home Alone a couple years ago, and it was like a Prime exclusive or something like that, you know. And his brother Buzz was like a security guard who was driving around the neighborhood and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So there was like a small
okay,
connection, you know.
I didn't
That
see
was
that
about it.
one.
I
I
didn't see
didn't
that
see
either.
that
Yeah,
one.
I mean, it wasn't.
I
It
think
was
Kevin
whatever.
from Home Alone turned into Jigsaw from Saw.
Yeah, that's a nice the fan theory
I
that he
like that.
became
Yeah.
Jigsaw. So weird. Um,
He got old really quick.
Yeah, he got
yeah,
old really quick, but couldn't stop setting
yeah.
traps.
By September 11th, 2001, 11 years later, when he should have been 21,
Right.
Hey,
he
hey,
looked 60.
he had cancer.
Oh, that is,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And Benjamin Button's
Plot
disease.
Yeah.
twist.
So I don't know.
That's awesome.
Um, yeah, so that's the ones I feel like I want to reintroduce my kids to Scrooged. I think I showed it to them, like a lot of things, I showed it to them just a tad too early because I feel like they just weren't old enough to really either for it to resonate with them or for them to remember it,
Right.
you know.
Mhm.
So I feel like they're at the ages now that if I showed them Scrooged, I think they probably would be much more receptive to it than probably like literally like 10 years ago when I showed it to them when they were like 7 and 3,
Yeah, that's
you know?
probably a little young. Yeah, Scrooge deals with some, more adult concepts, but
That feels like when I showed my kids Airplane and they were a little too young to like really appreciate the slapstick.
Right. Well, that's funny you say that because I started showing my son, who you guys know is 17, and I started showing him like the Naked Gun movies, right?
mm,
Mhm.
Because the new one was coming out. So he was interested. I was like, well, here, we watched the other three Naked Gun movies, and he just really loves that kind of really stupid humor where
Hey,
Huh.
just everything is a joke.
right.
Everything is a joke. And I had showed him like Hot Shots before that. If you remember the
Mhm.
Charlie Sheen
oh
Hot
yeah,
Shots,
and part two.
and Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah,
Right.
And so he had really enjoyed those. And so now he wants to see Airplane. Thing is, I showed him Airplane 10 years ago.
Right.
It's just
Mhm.
he doesn't like I'm showing him these things like before he's old enough to like really appreciate him. But now I
Right.
think like he like we'll watch Airplane, he'll love
Dude,
it.
if
It's
you like
top
those kind
secret
of
too.
top
Yeah.
secret, I was just gonna say Val Kilmer's very first movie really plays on a lot of those spy tropes. That's a funny movie.
Yeah, I think I might check that one out again too with him. So
all right, let's do another clue.
All
Uh,
right.
okay.
this I feel bad.
Corn.
I feel bad for these clues. So we got sand, we got frost, we got wheat.
Wheat.
I
Air.
I think this one might give it away. I think
Okay.
giraffes.
Whoa.
Man, I,
Okay.
I thought that was going to be a dead giveaway. I really did.
Giraffes. I'm just trying to think of all the movies I've seen that have giraffes in them.
I
I
can only
can't,
think of one.
Right.
I can only think of one
And I
right now,
know
and I
that's
don't
not
think
the
it's
movie
it.
you're thinking of because it's a freaking Adam Sandler rom-com. Like
51st dates?
no, it's uh Not blended. No, no. Yeah, blended.
Spanglish?
No, blended with,
Blended.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
It's where
sent
he
you a
went to
get,
like
and
an
I just
African
I just sent you
safari
an incorrect
vacation.
guess.
No, that's not right, Jubal.
Okay, I guessed Zootopia.
Damn, dude, I feel really bad. I didn't want to be
That's
this.
the only
Zootopia is actually not a bad guess.
that's
It's
the
not.
only movie
It's
I've ever
not.
seen that has giraffes in it.
I know. I can't
Uh,
think of another movie that has
It's not
drafts in
okay.
it.
Arena. That's my fifth one. Arena.
well, this is you're doing back-to-back clues. You're driving us
Yeah,
crazy now.
Arena. That's it.
Okay,
Arena. That's my fifth one.
sand, frost, wheat,
Wheat.
giraffes, and
Arena.
arena. Arena. I think
Um,
you might have stumped us, man. You know what? Let's go through the Die Hard talk, and then we'll come back and we'll
All
see if
right, that's
anybody's got
fair.
a guess for it. So the topic for tonight's battle royale is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And I think that we have opposing positions here
Should we flip a coin to see
between Bueller and Alex. I think Bueller and Alex are on opposite sides of this.
pro and negative? Flip a coin, or how do you want to do this here?
Start us off, man. Do it.
Sorry. The basic narrative situation of Die Hard is a man returning home for his family for Christmas.
Did you AI this?
His wife is named Holly.
Did
It couldn't be more Christmas unless her name was Merry Christmas. It takes place on Christmas Eve, not Thanksgiving or the 4th of July. It could have happened any day of the week of the year, but it wasn't. The villain, Hans Gruber, explicitly invokes the Christmas spirit. He says, and I quote, "It's Christmas, Theo. It's time for miracles."
Mm,
The soundtrack features four Christmas songs, which is more than very many other Christmas movies.
that's true.
4 Christmas songs. Santa Claus actually makes an appearance. Might be a dead guy, but he does show up in the
He
movie.
does show up, yeah. Ho ho ho.
If you need more than that, I got more. You want me to go on?
Yeah.
Those are
I'm
strong
sure AI
arguments.
had many more.
Give us
It
I will
wasn't- it
say,
was not- it
I
was
will
not
say,
AI. It
I
was
was
not AI.
literally looking for the soundtrack when he said that,
Mm,
because I do think that that's a
So
strong argument.
There's 3
That they
listed on the
use-
soundtrack. There's 3
They use
listed on the
Christmas.
soundtrack.
They use Christmas music throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
There's 3 listed on the soundtrack, but you also have Bruce Willis whistling a Christmas song during the movie, which is considered part of the soundtrack because it does take place in the movie, right?
all right.
I mean, obviously it's set at a Christmas party on Christmas Eve, which is weird because why would you have a Christmas party on Christmas Eve? It's set on Christmas Eve with a Christmas party happening in the building of the Nakatomi Plaza, and the entire district is shut down, which does not happen on virtually any other holiday of the year where you don't shut down an entire district for 4th of July, Valentine's Day, President's Day, Labor Day, whatever. You might have a work holiday, but you're not shutting it down. And you're not having a holiday party inside your building. In fact, Alex, if you could tell me what company you
Please.
worked for, what company have you worked for that has a holiday party inside the building on any other day aside from Christmas? I can tell you the answer to that is none. It only happens on Christmas. There's no other holiday in the country that in this country that does that.
So you're arguing
I
that
just had my Christmas party at work yesterday.
So you're furthering my point. Did you have a
We
4th
had
of July party?
cocoa.
Did you have a 4th of July
Easter
party?
party at your work?
Yeah, where was your Easter party? Did you have an Easter party?
so you're saying
I don't know yet. I haven't worked there for Easter or 4th of July, but probably.
you're saying it had to be Christmas, that it was part of the plot, that
It's part of the
took
plot.
place on Christmas.
He even
Okay.
says, I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho. That line doesn't happen in the movie if it's not Christmas. It is a Christmas themed movie.
Okay.
And the whole idea that Jubal brought up earlier with Christmas themes about family and all this kind of thing and about retribution and things like that, Bruce Willis does that throughout the entire film. He's trying to get home to be with his family for the holidays. He's trying to reunite with his family for the holidays. And he's also trying to prove his worth to his family throughout the entire movie. And he's also being very selfless through the movie.
Okay. Before we get a little,
He's also a good human being.
He's
Christmas is
selfless
good.
as he shoots the guys with the machine gun. These are solid arguments, but I want to hear from Alex. I want to hear what Alex has to say.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me go to AI real quick. Get an argument.
I didn't use AI because I printed something out. It's AI.
I was silent during your entire presentation, sir. I didn't interrupt you a single time. Now it's my turn.
It's true. We got to let him talk. It's true.
All right. So everything that's said about Die Hard being a Christmas movie, I understand that it takes place at Christmas. And I understand that Christmas happens and there's Christmas trees and there's Christmas decorations and Christmas lights and all these things, but that doesn't make a Christmas movie. Because at the end of the day, a Christmas movie is about Christmas themes. It's about the joy of Christmas. It's about all the things that you do at Christmas and all the things that Christmas does to bring people together, to bring family together. Everything about Christmas in Die Hard, every single thing, is a plot device. It's not there for the thematic element of Christmas, whether it's businesses being shut down, whether it's the office party, whether it's him coming home. All of it is just a device to get everything in order for everything to happen. None of it is specifically necessary for the movie to happen. It's easier for it all to happen on Christmas, but you can shut down businesses on either holiday. Like, number one, you go out on Christmas Eve, businesses are open, so I'm not sure why everything has to be closed. You can have the terrorists give them a scene where they're like taking out the electric grid and then all the electricity goes down. You can have a holiday party on any other holiday. And even though you might say, well, officers don't do that, a lot of things happen in Die Hard that don't actually happen in real life. So you can have a holiday party and people can go there. So it's all the things that people argue make Die Hard a Christmas movie are like window dressing. You know, they're not. It's not a Christmas movie because it takes place at Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie because something happens during Christmas. And it was released in Die Hard was released in like July. I don't know when any Christmas movie that was released in July. Last but not least, I agree with star of Die Hard, Bruce Willis, when he said that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
That's pretty strong evidence.
Well, allow me.
He actually said that. Willis actually said that.
Allow me to retort. What Bruce Willis said, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It is a Bruce Willis movie. That's the full extent of the quote. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It is a Bruce Willis movie. You're leaving that part out purposely.
Very Bruce Willis.
I don't know how that changes anything, but
it does change everything. I'm not going to listen to an old man with dementia. First off, that's not going to happen. His opinion is null and void. Who I am going to
bet you would if he said it was a Christmas movie.
I am going to listen to, let me see, Steven D'Souza, the co-writer of Die Hard, who said specifically Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it is more of a Christmas movie than the seasonal classic White Christmas. That is the co-writer of the movie Die Hard. And if I also may back up a little bit to everything you said about what could happen in the movie Die Hard to make it not a Christmas movie, and also present evidence that none of that happened. It all happened on Christmas. If you take Christmas out of Die Hard, it does not happen. Bruce Willis does not come home to see his wife, Holly. And also, you said it's about family and being together as a family, which is exactly why he came home, was to be together with his family, which at the end of the movie is exactly what happened. He was together with his family, which, as you already said, is a Christmas movie theme.
I said it's one of the Christmas movie themes.
So a Christmas. I didn't say the Christmas movie theme. I said a Christmas.
The funny thing is, like, these are really good arguments on both sides.
They are
like that. I'm like Jubal. I could go either way on this because I absolutely understand what Alex is saying about it being a plot device. But I also absolutely understand what Bueller's saying when he points out all these things. And like I said, the soundtrack, I had heard somebody on like my morning sports radio show mention that about the soundtrack. And I was like, oh shit, I bet you that's true. I bet you there is literal Christmas movies or Christmas music playing throughout the movie. And damn, these are both really good arguments.
If I could allow just one more argument before our closing discussions here. Let's take two opposite movies. Let's take Lethal Weapon and let's take Home Alone.
Okay.
Lethal Weapon obviously takes place around the Christmas season. There's an entire fight that happens on a Christmas tree lot, and it's not considered a Christmas movie. You can take Christmas out of Lethal Weapon, and that movie still happens.
Mm.
I think we can agree with that. Home Alone, you have happening on Christmas as well. You have burglaries happening. You have everything else that happens in the movie that is centrifugal to the plot. However, Home Alone could happen on any holiday of the year. The reason that the burglars are casing the neighborhood is because they know it's Christmas. They know that families are going to be gone, and they want to show up and they want to rob the place and they want to take as much loot as they can. Now, they could do this on any other holiday of the year. They could do it on Thanksgiving. They could do it on 4th of July. They don't. They pick Christmas because it's important to the plot because they know more families are going to be gone. Macaulay Culkin is left home alone because his family goes on a holiday to another country because it's Christmas, not because it's the 4th of July, not because it's Easter, but because it's Christmas, the most important holiday of the year, essentially. So really, Home Alone could happen any other day of the year. It doesn't. It happens on Christmas. Lethal Weapon could absolutely happen on any other day of the year, but it doesn't. It happens around Christmas. Yet one of those is considered a Christmas movie. One is not. How come?
Okay, so
I'll just have one.
I do have
I
an
just have
argument.
one more thing. One more thing.
Hang on,
One more
hang on.
point to
Yeah,
make.
yeah.
One more point to make. I just made it off the top of my head. Die Hard uses the Christmas as a backdrop, not as its subject. The Christmas movie is fundamentally about Christmas, its themes, values, and traditions. Family, generosity, redemption, togetherness drive the story. In Die Hard, the plot would function almost identically as if it was set during any office party or corporate event. The holiday does not meaningfully affect John McClane's character arc, the villain's motivation, or the resolution of the conflict. The core themes are action and survival, not Christmas value. The film centers on terrorism, law enforcement, violence, and individual heroism. These themes dominate the narrative, tone, and marketing. Compare this to the films universally considered Christmas movies where removing Christmas would collapse the story's meaning. It's a Wonderful Life, Home Alone, A Christmas Carol. Christmas elements are cosmetic, not structural. Yes, there are Christmas songs, decorations, and a holiday party, but these function as aesthetic flavor, not narrative necessity. Snow in an action movie does not make it a winter movie, and Christmas lights don't make an action thriller a Christmas movie. The audience intent and genre classifications matter. This is all off the top of my head. Die Hard was marketed and received as a summer-style action film, not seasonal holiday entertainment. It doesn't rely on nostalgia, warmth, or tradition. Key traits, mind you, that define Christmas films culturally. So, in my own conclusion, Die Hard is an action movie set during Christmas, not a Christmas movie. Christmas is incidental, not essential. If you want, I can also give you a shorter debate night version, or you can help counter the Christmas movie arguments.
I understand. So you're saying it's incidental.
So his non AI opinion.
His non-AI opinion
His
was
off
that
the top of the dome,
Off the top of
just
the
free flowing.
freestyle opinion.
I was in a zone right there.
I was in a zone.
Freestyling. So you're saying it was incidental, not intentional.
Yeah. Even though
my opinion,
half
that's what I
the
said.
traits he mentioned of it being a Christmas movie that he did not read off the screen at all. They were off the top of his head.
Right.
You know, technically you're arguing with yourself because I just used the same source you did.
What are you talking about?
So I want to get hang on.
Because I took notes.
I want to get
Yeah,
Eric's take.
notes.
Eric hasn't had a chance really to talk. I want to hear what Eric has to say.
I understand both positions. I was gonna say that I do think that Home Alone is a Christmas movie because not just because the holiday, but the themes of it, that he was selfish and he realizing this redemption arc and all this kind of thing. And it's more than just the fact that it takes place during Christmas. It is the kind of quote unquote Christmas stuff. that makes Home Alone a Christmas movie? Uh, yeah, I don't know, dude. I,
I mean, it's just
uh,
fundamentally,
So
I've always said that you could do Die Hard and use like Fourth of July. Like
But
it wouldn't be as
they
good.
don't.
Anyway,
But they
it would.
don't.
okay, so I'm
I know they
thinking.
don't because Christmas makes it easier, but
Mm.
that doesn't mean it makes it a Christmas movie.
Okay,
That's
so
why
I'm
the
thinking about
plot device.
something. I'm thinking about something Alex said. He said the use. There's definitely Alex that said it, not any other source of information. That the
If you
reason
want
Die
me to repeat
Hard
it, I can.
the reason Die Hard is not a Christmas movie is because the use of Christmas is incidental and not intentional, right? That it's like the tropes, the holiday decorations and all that kind of stuff. They did not
That's what I
intentionally
said.
they
Yes.
did not intentionally use Christmas. However, I don't think that that is correct. I think that that in sequels, the sequels also took place on Christmas, right?
at
That's
least
why his
the first
At
sequel
least I
did,
think
yeah.
at least one of them did.
Die
The
Hard
first
Die
two,
Hard 2
2
yeah.
did.
Die Hard 2 took place on Christmas, and his wife said, "Why does this keep happening to us?" Right?
Hmm.
Which makes the decision to use Christmas intentional, which would
Yeah.
be an argument for it
Mhm.
being a Christmas movie, right?
And yeah, and I
Well,
also
I mean, I
have to
think it was
say,
intentionally used, but for
also I
all
have to say
reasons.
that even though what Alex and Alex alone came up with as these arguments, the you have to give validity to Bueller pointing out that the co-writer is telling you that it wasn't
Right.
unintentional. That has to hold some weight.
You know what we should do?
Mhm.
Let's ask. Hang on, I got an idea. Okay, I'm going to ask AI, what is the definition of a Christmas movie?
And that's what they did,
Just
I
ask,
think.
Okay.
just ask Alex.
The only thing,
Okay, hang on, hang on.
like the
Here we
only thing
go.
about him, the writer, saying it is like he said it was more of a Christmas movie than what? Like which movie more of a Christmas movie than?
He said it is not only a Christmas movie, it is more of a Christmas movie than seasonal classic White Christmas.
So
Okay.
can I read the definition that I got from Copilot?
Sure. Oh,
Okay,
is that
so
you made up yourself?
yes, off the top of my head. This is I asked what is the definition of a Christmas movie? All right, this is what I got. A Christmas movie is generally defined as any film that features the holiday, regardless of its tone, setting, message, or plot. While some argue that Christmas movies should center on themes of joy, love, and nostalgia, others recognize that they can also explore themes like loneliness and family dysfunction. Ultimately, the definition can vary based on personal opinions and cultural contexts, but the core idea is that the film must involve the Christmas holiday in some capacity. This speaks to Alex's use of Bad Santa as a palate cleanser during the holiday. You would consider Bad Santa a holiday movie, but it doesn't express any of the same tropes that you would get from other holiday movies, even though you would still consider it a Christmas movie, right?
I mean, I don't know if I
So,
consider it a Christmas movie exactly. Like when I say my favorite Christmas movies, it's one of my favorite movies to watch around Christmas time for the reasons that I said. But I don't know if I'd call it a Christmas movie.
who agrees that Bad Santa, that most people would not call Bad Santa a Christmas movie?
You know what? I'll admit that I have a pretty loose definition of Christmas movies because I have Rise of the Guardians as one of my favorite Christmas movies, and we already
Right.
said it actually takes place more around Easter.
Mm-hmm.
So I would consider Bad Santa a Christmas movie for sure.
What do you think, Eric?
I mean, you have the mall Santa, you've got the
Yeah.
elf, you've got all that
I
stuff.
I would say on its face, most people would consider Bad Santa a Christmas movie.
Hmm. So, but the definition says, in the definition, it says the definition can vary based on personal opinions and cultural
Right.
context. So,
It also says it takes
Well,
place
that's just mean
on a
whatever you
holiday.
think.
I think Alex is just being a contrarian to be a contrarian.
No, I mean if that's the definition, then literally anything you want to be a Christmas movie is Christmas movie.
That's true.
I mean, if that's the definition we're using, yeah, Die Hard is a Christmas movie along with any movie that takes place in December or has a
Yeah, I
Christmas
think
tree.
Dude,
Well,
it's tough because
Die Hard 2 would be a Christmas movie too, because at least one house had Christmas lights.
Well, then,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, and it takes place during
then
Christmas.
Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie, which I don't agree with.
Yeah.
What about Gremlins?
Gremlins, some people
Under that
call Gremlins a
definition,
Christmas movie.
100%.
So my thing about Gremlins, and I'm gonna slide down the same argument here, is that Gizmo was a Christmas present. So
Right.
Yeah.
he wasn't a birthday present. He wasn't a Valentine's Day present. He was a Christmas present.
What about The Long Kiss Goodnight?
Whether
That
it's
takes place
Christmas
on
decorations, huh?
that takes place on Christmas. Yeah.
Well, then yes.
Yes. Okay, so let's because we should wrap this up.
Okay, all right. So we still have not come to any kind of a conclusion other
And we
than
haven't finished Bueller's
oh,
no
that's
one
right.
guessed
Okay.
Bueller's
Oh,
trivia.
yeah.
Okay,
Bueller's impossible fucking trivia. Here we go.
dude.
So we got sand, snow, wheat,
Yeah.
giraffes, and arena. I can't wait to hear how
His
these-
others were air and fire.
So sand,
film
sand,
Uh-huh.
sand.
and you sold me gay giraffes.
Oh, Gladiator.
Yes.
Snow. Oh, the first one.
Frost, not snow, frost.
Frost.
Frost makes
Frost. Okay, Frost when they fought the barbarian, and then Sand
Wait,
because
I see. Oh, and wheat.
Wow.
He's running his hand through the
Yeah,
wheat.
I haven't seen that fucking movie in forever.
Where were the giraffes?
When he's about to get executed by the Praetorians, he says, Praetorian, and they turn around and he goes to pull out his sword and he says, Frost makes the blade stick because he can't pull the sword out. And then he kills the Praetorian. The gay giraffes are the guy who was the one who was pardoned and who is now his master.
I think I remember that now. You sold
Uh,
giraffes.
I think it would have been better if you had used the clue gay giraffes.
I thought it would be a dead giveaway. I guess I could have
I
said
still wouldn't have got it because I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
I've seen that movie in
There's
20
I
years.
noticed too, like, and this is for me, and I think probably for other people too, you have a hint that you think like what it's going to be a dead giveaway, and like nobody gets it. Nobody gets
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
I
Right.
thought-
Because
I
it's
thought-
like that thing I said with Stranger Things about the kid, where it's just like you're so upset at the kid because he's going after the our guys, but that motherfucker doesn't know anything about Vecna.
Right.
Like we know,
Right.
and it's the
The
same
villain-
thing here. It's
the
like
villain in
when
season
you know
4,
the
yeah.
answer, you're like, oh, if I give him this clue, everybody will know. And it's like, no, it's because you already know the answer that you
Right.
think that.
I mean,
Right.
that's fair. And I did see something funny about Vecna, by the way, real quick, is Vecna doesn't know that he's called Vecna. So there's got to be a scene at some point in Stranger Things where they call him Vecna, and he's like, fucking
He's like, who are you talking about?
talking to?
What?
So who's that?
All right, we're getting off on an entirely different thing. We have not come to a final decision on Die Hard as a Christmas movie. We've got some really good arguments, but we're
Like our
probably going to have
third
to hash it
Christmas
up.
movie.
We're
3
going to
years.
do it again next year,
3
so we'll
years.
see what happens. So far, it looks like it's personal choice, but maybe there'll be some new evidence that comes up over the next year that we can talk about next time. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.